first graders. We are going to get started on a new project today, and we're going to be learning about something called abstract art. So there are two main types of art. In a sense, there are a whole variety of kinds of arts, but there's realistic art and then there's abstract art. So realistic art means that it would look real. So if you drew a picture of a person and it really looked like that person, or you drew a picture of a dog and it looked like the dog. So there's some abstract art that does not look like anything. It's just a lot of lines and shapes and colors, and it can be really, really neat looking. It's just that it doesn't look like something real. And then there's other types of abstract art where the object that the artist draws or paints looks real in the sense that you can tell that it's a picture of, we'll say, a dog, but the colors that are used are not realistic looking at all. So maybe the dog is purple. That would be an abstract painting of a dog. Yes, it looks like a dog, it's just that the colors are not the way that real dogs are colored. So we are going to actually be making an abstract picture of a giraffe. And we'll be using some patterns in the giraffe for the different spots that are on it. And then we are going to be coloring it in a very abstract manner. So I will do the drawing demonstration in just a second. All right, so this is going to be kind of a guided drawing. And I'm kind of excited about how these turn out. So hopefully it goes really well. I want you to make sure that you're drawing really, really big. You can draw along with me if you would like to, or if it's easier for you to watch the video and then draw it afterwards, that's fine too. What you're going to do is start out in the middle of your paper and you're going to draw a great big oval like this. So it's sideways or horizontal. And draw lightly because you will have to erase some of this later, okay? Now inside that oval, you're going to draw two more smaller ovals that are angled just a tiny bit. That's going to be your giraffe's nostrils, okay? And then what you are going to do is make the top of the head. So it's going to look kind of like a half a circle or an upside down U, like this. Okay, now inside that, just above this line, you're going to make two more ovals that are going to be going up and down, like that. That's going to be your giraffe's eyes. And then we need to add some ears. So your ears are not quite at the top of that upside down oval. They're down just a little bit. And I just kind of go straight across to try to get the other one in the same spot. Like that. Okay. Now, giraffes have these little horns. They're not called horns. I can't remember what they're called. I'll have to look that up. But on top of their head, I also don't believe they're called antlers. I used to know what they were called, but I don't remember. So we're going to draw those on top, and all that is two lines with little ovals on top. The ovals kind of look like jelly beans to me. All right, so we have our giraffe's head finished. Now all we have to do is draw the neck, which is going to be in a little bit from this oval part of the head, so it's not quite as wide as the top of the head. And it's going to go straight down to the bottom of the paper, like that. Okay, the last part then is to start adding some spots. And get rid of that line there. Your spots need to be, they're not circles, they're just kind of organic shapes. They're kind of blobs, I guess. And you don't want them super tiny. but you also don't want them huge. Okay, and I can put a couple up here on the head. Like that. All right. Now, once you're finished with that, you are going to take a white crayon and trace around the outside edge, but you want to make sure you get all those lines erased first. And if you want to trace it with a Sharpie first, that's fine too. And then trace it again with a white line of oil, or I'm sorry, not oil pastel, of white crayon. Now, if you have oil pastel, that works too. But it should be a white, and you can just trace around everything. And then you can use a black Sharpie to color your eyes in. If you don't have a black Sharpie, you can also use a black crayon. So this is how far we're going on the project today, and we'll talk more about it next time.